Okay, my friends, so let me continue my last tutorial, and here I'm going to show you how you can create a very simple input and output. Later on in the UI section, we will talk about more about the user interface. But here, since we have an activity, so let me talk about how we can create a very simple user interface, that is the user input and output. So for this, my friend, what exactly you need to do, you need to open activity_main here. Okay, you can find it out here in the activity_main. So this is the visual interface, and it is in an XML format, and here I'm going to design it. So what you can do out here, you can move the text part, and from here just delete this constraint layout. We will talk about constraint layout later on, and just use a simple layout, that is a linear layout. So layout is used the work of the layout is to we use it to display UI components, and one of the main layout is the linear layout that can display your UI in a format of a row or a column wise. And since it's a linear layout, I will change this orientation to vertical. And here I'm going to use the two input, the very simple input. The first input that I'm going to use out here is the text, that is a simple plain text. Okay, so this is my for the input, and I will use a text view to show an output like this. Since this is a vertical orientation, when you replace a new component, it will just place in a row by row column. It means only one component in one row. Alright, so here you can see out here, first we have a text view and a plain text, and we are going to type something here, and it should display here on a click of a button. So you can simply use a button over here. Okay, that's great. So we have a button, and you can now use an attribute of this component to change this label, to change the ID. It's quite simple, my friend. So this is my edit text. You can see out here, its ID is edit text. So how this ID work, you can access this ID, means you can access this component, because these all are the Java classes. So you can access this component by using this specific ID, that is edit text. You can change this ID if you want, but this is the beginner sections, so let it be like this. And second one is the text view. So you can see the ID is text view, and third one, button ID is button. All right, and I can change the label here. You can see this is a text label. If I change it, okay, click me. So here you will have this label change. We'll talk more about design later on, but this is a simple example. And here what you can do out here, this is your input type, and for this component name is edit text. And let me delete, you can also change the attributes, behavior and values from the design portion also. So you can see out here, this is the name, and I will change it from here to like this. And text view, I will make it blank. Okay, no ID available for the text view. So let me give an ID. You can also give an ID from here. Let's say text view. So this is the ID for this text view, and let me delete the text like this. So I'm going to type something here, and when I click it, I will get an output. You can also put a hint, that is a placeholder that will say user to type something. So this is my hint. Let's say type something. Okay, or I type a text. So this is very simple, my friend. And now what you can do, you can directly implement the on-click behavior like this. On click, just search for the on click attribute, on click, and let's say click me. So this is the method that is going to be invoked whenever you press the button. It's like JavaScript something. So what you can do out here, you need to define this method here in the main activity, because we know that this activity_main is binded to this main activity because of this set content view. Okay, so there is a separate section that will explain this architecture. Okay, you can go, you can follow that section, and I already explained this all. So let me continue. So here, my friend, what you can do, click me. You can press Alt Enter, and you can use create click me in main activity. It's very simple, my friend. You can say create click me in main activity like this. So here you can see in the main activity, on click is created. Now what basically we need to do, we need to retrieve, okay, where it is, okay, just wait for a while. By default it is deleted. Okay, let me restart it again. Okay, so here you can see out here, it's very simple, my friend. This is my click me, and when user press this button, what we need to do, we need to retrieve value from an edit text. Okay, we need to get a value from edit text, whatever we are typing, and we need to set that value here in text view. So it's so simple, my friend. We need what you need to do is very simple. You need to access this edit text by using this ID. How you can do it? Very simple. Always do the same, because this is something that you need to repeat again and again in any application. So it's not private. Always use private. Okay, for instance, variable. So edit text here, edit text, and second one is private text view here. So this is my text view, and create an object here. See, I will create an object here by using edit text and use a method name find view by id r.id dot edit text. So simple. And second ID is here, text view find view by id r.id dot text view. All right. And now this is our a object, and because this is a reference variable, and now it's an object. Now you can use a dot operator to call the methods, and very simple methods. These are the setter and getter methods. To retrieve a value, use the getter method. To set a value, use the setter method. So when user press on this button, my friend, what I'm going to do, I'm going to retrieve a value from the edit text. So you can use here edit text dot get text and convert into string, because we want in string, and save this value, let's say str in a string variable. Okay, and second, now you need to set this value to the text view. So simple, you can use the text view dot set text and save this value. Okay, str. So simple. This is very simple input output, but remember, the concept is always going to remain the same. Whenever you create any application, you need to design it, and you need to bind all this component here in the main activity. Don't forget to use set content view and use those variable, whatever the UI component that you're using, declare it, initialize it, and play the game, retrieve, and whatever the logic that you want to perform, retrieve it and set it. Okay, so let me run this application, and in this way you will have a very good overview of how to create a very simple basic application, input output, and how things work here in Android. So let me run this app. Okay, so my friends, this is the output, and here you can see I will type something, hello from Android Academia. It's free, and when I click me, see hello from Android Academia, it's free. So this is very simple, my friend. In the next tutorial, I will show you what are the different types of activities available, and what is the fragment activity. I will show you what are the different types of activities. But I'm not going to create an application for regarding that, because this is a fundamental tutorial, and then we will start with the concept of intents. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a nice day.